अभी रुक जाइए।
So today we will study acid, bases and salt. The chapter in chemistry, that is acids, bases and salts. So you must have come across these words in your daily life: acid, base and salt. What commonly are acid which you can recognize in your daily life? Acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste, and salt, the common NaCl which we use daily in our life. So according to chemistry or according to science, acids are those which can dissociate in H plus ions when dissolved in water. So acids are those which get dissociated in water to form H plus ions. Now we cannot write H plus ions directly like this because they are unstable. So we can write them either as H plus ions in aqueous form or hydronium ions, that is H3O plus. This is hydronium ions. So this is the correct representation of H plus ion, either H plus aqueous or hydronium ions. Now acids are also of two types, that is synthetic acids, mineral acids or organic acids. Organic acids you have consumed in your daily life like citric acid, acetic acid, lactic acid, which are present in fruits and vegetables. So two types of acids are there: mineral acids and organic acids. Organic acids are those which we can consume in daily life, organic acids. And mineral acids are those which are prepared in labs only, like H2SO4, HCl. And organic acids are lactic acid which is present in milk, curd, acetic acid present in vinegar, and citric acid present in lemon or oranges, citric acid. So these are the two types of acid, mineral acid and organic acid. Mineral acids can be prepared only in labs. Organic acids, they are present naturally in fruits and vegetables. Now coming to bases. Like we have seen, acids are those which releases H plus ions when dissociated in water. Similarly, bases also dissociate themselves into OH minus ion, that is hydroxide ions. So bases, when dissociated in water, they will release OH minus ions. The name of OH minus ions is hydroxide ions. Hydroxide ions. So bases are bitter in taste. Every day we use like soaps, detergents, they all are the bases. Now, how do we distinguish between an acid and a base? So there are some kinds of tests by which we can use, and the most common is the litmus paper test. So litmus is actually, it is a paper like a strip which is obtained from algae, belongs to the Thallophyta family. So litmus paper test, litmus is a strip of paper. It is like this. So we can use it to distinguish between an acid and a base. For acid, this litmus paper, when we dip this litmus paper into acid, the litmus paper will change its color into red. So in acid it will be red in color, and in bases it will be blue in color. This is the most common test which we use to distinguish between acid and base. Now there are strong acids, weak acids, strong bases, weak bases. We can also distinguish them with the help of universal indicator paper. That is also a strip of paper numbered from 0 to 14. This is also a paper numbered from 0 to 14, and it has different shades of color like Vibgyor. Like 1, 2, 3, and this will be neutral 7 and 14 for bases. 0 to 7 will be acids, and 7 to 14 will be the bases. So this universal indicator paper helps us to distinguish between the strong acid and weak acid, strong base and weak base. If the acid ranges from 0, 1, 2, it will be a strong acid, and if the acid ranges from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 6, 6.5, 6.9, it will be weak acid, and 7 it will be neutral. For example, water is neutral and the color will be green here. In neutral the color will be green, 0 it will be red, then lighter shades of red, and at 14 it will be dark blue. So that will be a strong base ranging from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and so on. So if the base is between 8, 9, 10 it will be weak base, 11, 12, 13, 14 it will be a strong base. So universal indicator paper helps us to distinguish between strong acid, strong base, weak acid, weak base, and pH paper, it just helps us to distinguish between an acid and a base. Now we will see some reactions of acid and base. Acids react with metal to form salt and hydrogen gas. Similarly, bases also react. So we will see some of the reactions. Like acid, when they react with metal, it can be any metal, they will form salt and hydrogen gas. Now there are two ways to write hydrogen gas. Either you can write H2 and in bracket gas, or H2 and this upside down. Now one thing you have to note down, in acid they can be only mineral acid, not the organic acid which we can consume. We cannot take acetic acid, lactic acid here. We can only take mineral acids which are prepared in labs. For example, H2SO4, HCl, they are the mineral acids. When they react with any metal like zinc, they will form a salt and hydrogen gas. How will the salt form? Like ZnCl, ZnSO4. So this metal will react with any of the mineral acid and forms a salt like ZnCl2, ZnSO4, and they will release hydrogen gas. Now there is also a test to check the presence of this hydrogen gas, that is known as the pop sound test. Now what is a pop sound test? When we dissolve acid and metal in a test tube, suppose this is HCl and we are dissolving zinc. Now what will happen? Hydrogen gas will be released. Now if we bring a burning candle near to the mouth of this test tube, it will have a pop sound test. Pop sound. It will have a pop sound test. So by this test we can recognize that the gas which is released by reacting acid and a metal is hydrogen gas. We can do it by the pop sound test. There will be a pop sound here when we bring a burning candle near to the mouth of this test tube. So this is the test to check the presence of hydrogen gas. Now acids also react with metal carbonates, metal hydrogen carbonates, and they release a different gas that is known as carbon dioxide gas. Acid react with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. Metal hydrogen carbonate to give which gas? First it will give salt plus CO2 gas and water. Now this time CO2 gas is released. Again you have to only use the mineral acids here, not the organic acid. Only the mineral acids will be used. And what is metal carbonate? You can take any metal like zinc and carbonate, CO3 2 minus. And metal hydrogen carbonate means metal, hydrogen and carbonate. They will react with acid to form salt, carbon dioxide gas and water. Now again there is a test to check the presence of carbon dioxide gas. When we bring a burning candle near to the mouth of the test tube in which acid and metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate is dissolved, then if we bring a burning candle, what will happen now? The candle will blow off because of carbon dioxide gas, because you know carbon dioxide is a fire extinguisher. So this CO2 gas, when we bring the candle, it will blow off. So this shows the presence of carbon dioxide gas. In the first case, we have seen the test to check the presence of hydrogen gas, that is pop sound test, and here the candle will blow off. So these were the two tests by which we can see the presence of, by which we can see that how do acids react with metals, metal carbonates, metal hydrogen carbonates. Now there are various chemical reactions involved and other tests also, but today we have learned about these two reactions. We have learned about how to distinguish between acid and a base, and also how to distinguish between strong acid, weak acid, strong base, weak base by universal indicator paper, and to distinguish between acid and base by litmus paper test. So this was all for today. Thank you.